to the version of me reading this. In a room, in a city, and in a life I haven't reached yet. I am writing this to you from a place of quiet, unfiltered sunlight. I am sitting here with skin that hasn't been weathered by the seasons of disappointment, and eyes that still look at the horizon as a place of infinite, shimmering promise. I don't know what your morning looked like today. I don't know if you woke up to the sound of an alarm clock you've grown to resent, or if you're sitting in the driver's seat of your car right now, staring at the back of the vehicle in front of you, wondering how you ended up in a life that feels so incredibly small. I don't know whose name is saved in your phone or who you've lost along the way, but I know you, because I am the foundation you were built upon, and I can feel, even through the barrier of time, that you are carrying a burden that was never meant for your shoulders alone. I know exactly how heavy the silence feels when the world finally stops asking things of you for the night. I see you standing in the middle of this modern American landscape, a world built on neon screens, cold algorithms, and a relentless demand for more. I see you navigating a reality where the dream you were promised feels like a debt you can never fully repay. I know the feeling of the 3 a.m. ceiling, the way you lie there in the dark, heart racing for no reason, staring at the shadows while 1,000 voices in your head whisper about everything you haven't done, everyone you've let down, and every dollar that isn't in your account. You are living in a time where the world is louder than it has ever been, yet you feel a loneliness so profound, it almost has a physical weight. You are surrounded by thousands of digital friends and endless notifications, but when that screen goes black, you feel like the last human being left on Earth. I am so sorry. I am so sorry that the future turned out to be so incredibly exhausting for you. I see the burnout in the way you hold your shoulders. I see the way you've learned to bury your soul just to get through a Tuesday. You've been told that your worth is tied to your productivity, that your value is a graph on a screen, and that if you aren't hustling until your eyes bleed, you are falling behind. I see the way you look at the life we dreamed of and feel a sharp, bitter sting of grief. Because this isn't what we thought it would be, is it? You feel like a ghost in a suit, a shadow in a cubicle, a stranger at your own dinner table. You look in the mirror and you don't even recognize the person looking back, because that person has learned how to survive, but they've completely forgotten how to live. You think you've failed me. You think you've lost the kid who used to believe the world was a playground. Please, stop, take a breath, a real deep, shaky breath, the kind that reaches the corners of your lungs you've been ignoring for years. I am not disappointed in you. I am in absolute breathless awe of you. Do you have any idea how much strength it takes to keep your heart soft in a world that is trying to turn it to stone? Do you realize how brave you are for simply refusing to break? You have carried the weight of an entire era, The anxiety, the division, the economic storms, the crushing isolation. And you are still here. Your heart is still beating. Your spirit is still intact, even if it's covered in scars. Those scars, they aren't marks of shame. They are the medals of a warrior who hasn't been defeated yet. You are not a victim of your era. You are the survivor of a war that nobody else can see. And I am so proud of you for just staying alive. But now, I need you to remember who we are. I am the one who gave you life. I am the one who looked at the stars and decided that we were going to be someone magnificent. And I am telling you, right so, from a place of pure, unrefined, and reckless belief, that the me you think you lost is not gone. I am tucked away in the center of your chest, waiting for you to stop listening to the world and start listening to the fire. Wake up. Look at your hands. Look at them. They are my hands, but they have the power of decades behind them now. They are hands that can build, hands that can fight, hands that can reclaim everything the world has tried to steal from us. I didn't push through the challenges of our youth just so you could vanish into a spreadsheet. I didn't believe in the impossible back then just so you could accept average. Right so. You think you are a victim of your circumstances? You think you are a victim of the economy, of the algorithm, or of the mistakes you made when you were just trying to stay afloat. No, you are the master of the flame. You are an American spirit, built from the DNA of the dreamers who looked at an ocean and saw a bridge, and the rebels who looked at the impossible and said, "Watch me." That blood, that fierce, unyielding, and unstoppable power is screaming in your veins right this second. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen. It doesn't matter how many no's the world has thrown at you. The only thing that matters is the yes that is still burning in the center of your chest. Stand up, square your shoulders. Let the world see that the light in your eyes wasn't extinguished. It was just waiting for the right moment to explode. Every struggle you are facing is just fuel for the comeback. The burnout is just proof that you have a fire that needs a new direction. The loneliness is just a call to find the people who actually matter. The fear? The fear is just a compass pointing you toward your greatness. The world wants you to stay tired. It wants you to stay small. It wants you to be a quiet consumer of your own misery. But I am telling you that you are a force of nature. It is time to stop surviving and start commanding. I need you to find that hunger again. I need you to find that watch me attitude that defined us before the world told us it was unrealistic. Your bank account doesn't define your worth. Your job title doesn't define your identity. Your spirit is a sovereign nation, and it is time you reclaim the throne. You don't wait for the economy to get better. You make the world better by being the most powerful version of yourself. Fight for the life I dreamed for us. Fight for the peace that you have paid for with every tear you've ever shed. Do not let another sunset pass where you feel like you are just another person in the crowd. You are the dream of the child I was, and I will not let you settle for anything less than everything. Go out there today, look at the world, and let it see the fire in your eyes. Look the fear in its face, and tell it to get out of your way. Because the kid who started this journey is standing right here, holding your hand. And I am never, ever going to let you give up on us. I believe in you. I have always believed in you. Now, show them what happens when a dream refuses to die. Now, move your past self